The scent of something delicious insinuated itself into my being, luring me from a deep slumber. Tempting as it was, I didn't want to wake. The dream world I was currently inhabiting with its luscious recollections from last night was too wonderful to abandon. I had no idea how utterly amazing marital relations could be. "Wake up, darling." A deep voice beckoned. My eyelids snapped open. And there he was, Robert Crawford Sinclair, my newly minted husband, handsome as ever and impeccably dressed in a navy blue suit. I, on the other hand, was as bare as the day I was born beneath the sheets. "Good morning, husband," I purred.
"Good morning, wife. How are you feeling?"
I grinned. Marvellous. Not quite accurate, as I was a tad sore in the most unusual of places, but it was a pleasurable ache.
"That's good to hear."
The smile that had fascinated me from the last time I met him rolled across his lips. And then I noticed the object that had lured me from sleep in his hand. "Coffee? For me?"
"Least I could do for my beautiful bride."
He dropped a light kiss on my lips. While clutching the Egyptian cotton sheet to modestly cover my bits, I sat up and took the cup from him. One taste, and I was once again in heaven. "You are truly a man amongst men." His right brow curled up with amusement.
"You won't think so in a minute."
"Why ever so?" I took another sip of the delicious brew.
"I allowed you to sleep later than I should have. After last night's exertions, you needed your rest. Unfortunately, we must now pay the price. The Golden Arrow leaves at 10:45, so we don't have a minute to lose. Trains don't care that we just got married. So, my darling wife, finish your coffee and let's get you to your bath."
After gulping the rest of the beverage, I slipped into the oriental silk robe Robert was holding out for me. But before I wandered off, I curled my arms around him and thoroughly kissed him, which he fully reciprocated. And then I sashayed into my dressing room, tossing him one last coquettish glance before I disappeared from sight. Grace greeted me in the bath chamber with a curtsy and a "Good morning, Lady Robert." My new courtesy title. "Good morning, Grace. I've scented your bath water with the rose oil you favour. Your travel clothes are laid out in your bedchamber." "Thank you." Mother had recommended I have my own bedroom for those days I felt indisposed. After mulling it over, I decided to go along with her suggestion. Only time would tell if I would ever occupy it. Since I would need to dedicate time to dressing, I rushed through my bath. Once I was dried and powdered with the rose talcum I loved, it was only a matter of slipping into my undergarments, the smart pink suit with black accents I'd ordered from my modiste, and the black Mary Jane shoes. 45 minutes later, I arrived back at our bedchamber to find it magically transformed. The bed had been freshly made, and a table had been set up with our breakfast.
"You look beautiful, my darling."
I curtsied. "Thank you, sir. Or shall I call you my lord?"
"Only if you wish me to start divorce proceedings."
He pulled me into his arms and kissed me. As delicious as that was, I must say I'm starving.
"Then let us enjoy our breakfast. I've been reliably informed these are your favourites."
He lifted a silver lid to reveal a plate filled with eggs scrambled with cheese, rashers of bacon, and a cup of fresh fruit. A rack of toast, pots of butter, and orange marmalade rested to the side, as well as a pot of coffee and its accompaniments of milk and sugar. I clutched my hands to my chest. "Be still, my beating heart." He pulled out a chair for me.
"My lady?"
"Don't you start." Having been Kitty Worthington all my life, I had a definite aversion to that mode of address. He kneeled in front of me and kissed my hand.
"But you are my lady now, darling, to love, cherish, and adore."
My heart melted. "Oh, Robert, you are the sweetest man."
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.